The truth is, there are countless versions of you living in other people's minds, and each one was shaped by a different experience. You are not the same person in everyone's story. In one person's life, you may be the hero. In another's, you may be the villain. You may have saved someone from loneliness, while unknowingly becoming the source of someone else's disappointment, because we can never see ourselves through other people's eyes. We spend our lives believing there is only one version of who we are. But reality is far more complicated than that. Every person knows a different side of you. Your closest friend sees you one way. A family member sees another version. A coworker may know a side of you that neither of them has ever seen. Even someone who spent only a few minutes with you might carry an impression of you for years. That is why it's impossible to control every story that is told about you. People interpret your actions through the lens of their own experiences, wounds, fears, and expectations. A joke that meant nothing to you might touch an old scar in someone else. A simple act of kindness that you barely remember could become a memory they hold on to for the rest of their lives. We often underestimate our own presence. We think we are just ordinary people passing through the lives of others. But every human being leaves something behind. You might smile at someone on the exact day they were about to lose hope. You might listen to someone for just a few minutes, not realizing that all they needed was to feel heard. You might encourage someone with a single sentence, only to discover years later that those words became the reason they refused to give up. Like everyone else, I have probably caused pain without meaning to. I have certainly said the wrong thing, made mistakes, or walked away when someone wished I had stayed. Yet even pain can become a teacher. Some of the people who hurt us also shaped us into stronger, wiser, perhaps I have been that lesson in someone else's life, just as others have been lessons in mine. Not because pain is something to celebrate, but because it often reveals parts of ourselves we would never have discovered otherwise. I think one of the most beautiful moments in any relationship is when someone allows you to be completely yourself. When you no longer feel the need to perform, hide parts of who you are, or carefully choose every word out of fear of being misunderstood. When someone trusts you enough to reveal their inner world, the thoughts they rarely share, the dreams they protect, the fears they keep hidden. In those moments, you realize that one of the greatest gifts we can give each other is the feeling of being safe. In the end, we cannot choose how everyone will remember us. Every person writes their own version of our story, but we can choose how we treat people while we are part of theirs. And perhaps that is enough, because long after the details are forgotten, kindness, honesty, and compassion are often the things that remain.